Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. What about you?
Fine, dear.
Okay.
So, from today, it's clear that we have to join through this link. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, sure.
So let me share.
Yes.
We are in line number 572, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you just tell me what happened so far.
Wait. Yes. So, so we were talking about the Chanticleer that he was singing, and a fox came to him,
Yes.
praising him that don't be afraid of me. I'm just like your friend. Your father
Yes.
also used to live with me, your father and mother. And I was a best friend of them. And your father was very brave and used to sing in a
Yes.
very good manner. And I'm doubting that can you sing like that or not. So you can prove that by singing in that manner. So Chanticleer fell into the trap of that fox, and he stood in a little bit of arrogance. He stretched his neck like his father used to do, and start singing, closed his eyes and start singing.
So just
And
because it closed its eyes, it becomes everything was in favor of this fox, isn't it?
yes, and that fox grabbed his neck and
It
take
was a
him.
good. Yeah, it was. The time was so good. It was in favor of the fox. Nobody was there.
Yes,
Yeah, no
yes,
human was there. Like here, it refers to widow, the owner of the
right.
yard. Yeah, widow,
Yes,
or
yes,
maybe
yes.
the workers in the farm. Nobody was there. No man
Yes.
was
So
there. So
yes,
the
he
situation
take
is in
him
favor.
away in the wood now. That's why
Yes.
nobody was there.
Yes.
Yes.
So, oh destiny, that might not be eschewed. That
Eschewed
is
means
denied, shunned,
denied.
denied.
Okay.
Yeah, we can, when something is, fate cannot be stopped, isn't it? Nothing can be done.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
destiny, you cannot be shunned. Fate.
Hmm.
Fate cannot be denied.
Hmm.
Alas, the Chanticleer flew from the beams.
Fate means flew.
Yes.
Flew.
Alas, the Chanticleer flew, Flew, from the beams. Luckily. So it is, alas, an expression of sadness for the fox, isn't it?
Yes.
It flew from the beams.
Hmm.
Alas, his wife, need wrought not of dreams.
Rot
His
means
wife, wreck, R-E-C-K. Care, worry, or pay importance.
okay. Care.
His wife,
Didn't care
uh,
about his dream.
yes. And on a Friday, fill all this mischance. Fill is spell.
Huh.
Fill is F-E-L-L.
Yes.
That is, they escaped this mischance.
Actually,
Okay.
Carl Fox has killed him.
No, actually, it is clear. We cannot deny, we cannot shun the destiny. Fate is fate, okay? We
Hmm.
cannot do anything with the fate.
Hmm.
Okay. And alas is the expression of fox. Alas, Chanticleer flew from the beams. Okay, Chanticleer escaped. Okay. And one more expression is there. His wife, she doesn't bother about dreams.
Hmm.
Wife wrecked, that is worry or care, nothing of his dreams. And on a Friday fell all this mischance. Mischance is,
कैमरे में आ रहे हो आप?
yes.
No, no, ma'am, nothing.
So it was Friday.
Yes.
This Chanticleer escaped from this mischance, misfortune.
Okay.
It was Friday. Chanticleer escaped from this misfortune.
Hmm.
Okay. And on Friday fell all this mischance. Mischance has fallen down. Okay. Escaped.
Okay.
O Venus, that art goddess of pleasance. That is, O Venus. Okay. Venus.
Goddess of pleasure.
Planet. Yeah.
Yes.
Planet Venus
Pleasure.
is also called as goddess of pleasing appearance. Pleasance is pleasing appearance. Since that thy servant was this Chanticleer.
Chanticleer was your servant.
Yes. He did serve you well, this Chanticleer. Chanticleer was the servant of goddess Venus. And in thy service did all his power. And to the utmost of his power here.
Means?
So that is...
and his all power was in your service.
Yes. More of delight, D-E-L-I-G-H-T, okay, delight, than world to multiply. Okay, so thing is, this cock, this Chanticleer is so delighted to serve goddess Venus than to multiply, than in multiplication of its family. Okay. The pleasure of this Chanticleer lies in the service to goddess Venus, than it is engaging, spending time with his wives, laying eggs, taking care of its children or wife. So the happiness of this Chanticleer lies in the service to goddess Venus.
Yes.
Than in multiplying its family. Okay.
Okay.
Why was to suffer him on thy day to die? So this wife is asking. So goddess Venus, he feels happy to serve goddess Venus. So wife is asking, so such a good person he is, then why do you want to put him to trial on that day?
Okay.
Why wouldst thou suffer him that day to die? Okay. Oh, Goffred.
Wait. Okay. Goffred means?
Name of a king, person. My master, sovereign, ruler. Oh, Goffred,
Okay.
dear master, sovereign, ruler, who when thy King Richard was slain, who when King Richard Lionheart.
Sorry. Then when thy worthy King Richard was slain with sword.
That when thy worthy King Richard was slain. That is who when King Richard was slain. Okay, King Richard was slain.
Worthy King Richard.
No, this Goffred, Goffred, when King Richard was slain, that is killed.
Yes.
Okay, he sang a sorrow song, a painful song. Okay, oh Goffred, dear master, my dear master, that when worthy King Richard was slain, when King Richard was slain in the sense murdered with shot by arrow. Yes.
Yes.
His death so sore, sang his death with sorrow. Sore is pain.
Yes.
That is, when King Richard was slain, this Goffred sang a sorrow song.
Yes.
Why me had I now thy sentence and thy lore? Why
Lore
have
means?
already I think we have discussed. Check.
Wait. Believe?
Yes. Folklore, I told you. Do you remember?
Yes, folklore. Yes,
That
got
is
it.
stories that is narrated, traditional stories from one generation to other generation. It is passed.
Yes.
So it is all a story. Okay, it's a folklore.
Right.
Okay. So in that
Hmm.
folklore, it is believed that Goffred is the master who sang a sad song when King Richard was slain.
Okay.
The Friday for to chide as din he, for truly on Friday slain was he. Oh, sorry. To chide in the sense to pull up Friday as you did worthily.
Wait.
To chide Friday as you did worthily. That is, the master Goffred sang a sad song when King Richard was slain. Okay, why have I not your faculty and lore to chide, pull up Friday as you did worthily? Okay, so for truly on a Friday slain was he. Wait, let us complete this. Okay, then would I shew you how that I could pain. That is, then would I prove how well I could comply. For Chanticleer's great fear and all his pain. Okay, so here these are the words of Pertilote. Okay, so Pertilote is saying, "Oh, Goffred, my dear master ruler, who sang a sad song when King Richard was dead." Okay, why have I not your faculty and lore to pull up Friday as you did worthily? For truly on a Friday slain he was he. Actually, even the Chanticleer could have died on that Friday. Okay. Then would I prove how well I could complain? So of course, if he could have died, for sure, this Pertilote could have made a lot of complaint, because Chanticleer's great fear. Okay, for Chanticleer's great fear and all his pain.
Right.
Okay, can you tell me this paragraph alone, this stanza alone?
Yes, so he escaped
See,
from the death.
the pain that felt by Goffred when King Richard was died.
Yes.
Pain,
Though
this
the same
Chanticleer
pain,
also.
I will also be feeling the same pain if Chanticleer could have died.
Yes,
But fortunately, he did
he
not die.
escaped. Yeah. That is, O Goffred, my dear master, sovereign, who sang a sad song when King Richard was slain, was dead. Okay.
Yes.
Even I have been your faculty and lore to pull up the Friday Okay, if Chanticleer was dead on that Friday, even this Berthelot could have complained about the fear and the pain
Yes.
experienced by Berthelot and even Chanticleer also before death.
Right.
Certus means certainly, which is such cry need lamentation. Okay, certainly
Hmm.
no such cry and lamentation was never of ladies made when violin was won and Pyrrhus with the stir's wood. Wait, I'll tell you. Certainly no such cry and lamentation were made by the ladies at Troy's destruction.
Okay.
When Pyrrhus is son of Achilles,
Okay.
Pyrrhus, Pyrrhus with his
Pyrrhus.
terrible
Pyrrhus.
Pyrrhus. He is the son of Achilles. Achilles is a great warrior in Greek mythology.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
When Pyrrhus with his terrible bear sword,
What is this? YLIUN?
that is destroyed, that is demolition, that is
But
demolition.
ma'am, here it is a name of some person who was born.
Wait. Certainly no such cry and lamentation were made by the ladies when Violin was won and Pyrrhus with his had taken. Oh yes, Violin was no.
Wait, let me Google it. We will
Yes,
find
okay,
something.
check. Yes.
Yes. No, there is no
Hey,
meaning
it's
of.
Troy. It's Troy. Troy. Violin is Troy.
Okay. We can say lion. Lion was
No,
one.
it is Troy actually.
But Troy was not won. Troy was destructed.
Yes.
तो Troy नहीं हो सकता because Troy was not the winner.
See, certainly no such cry and lamentation was never made
When lion was won.
by the ladies
Ladies.
at Troy,
Okay.
at Troy's demolition, when Troy was destroyed.
Okay.
Okay, certainly no such cry and lamentation. See, the cry and lamentation of this Pertilot is compared. It is beyond imagination, isn't it?
Yes.
So if Chanticleer is no more, for certainly it could have cried. Okay, certainly no such cry and lamentation were made by ladies at Troy's demolition. When Pyrrhus is son of Achilles,
Yes.
with his terrible sword, Steer's terrible sword, when he had hent King Priam by beard, had taken old King Priam by the beard
Yes.
and slain him as Aeneid tells to us. Aeneid, Aeneid.
Aeneid.
That is an epic poem.
And Aneylos means?
Eneydos.
Eneydos.
Yes, means Aeneid. That is Aeneid.
Okay.
So Aeneid means it is an epic poem by Virgil.
Okay.
So it talks about the experience of Aeneas, Aeneis, Aeneas, after the fall of Troy.
Hmm.
Okay. So when had taken old King Priam by the beard and slain him, as the Aeneid tell to us. That is as the epic poem in which Virgin relates the experience of Aeneas after the fall of Troy. As made
Okay.
all the hens in the clause. As made then all those hens in one chorus. Okay, so till
Okay.
then we'll stop and we'll explain. See, all the women in the Troy,
Hmm.
all the ladies in the Troy, they could have made such a cry and lamentation at the
Hmm.
time of its destruction.
Okay.
Okay, that would be less, when Chanticleer is dead, all the hens in the yard could have cried loudly. Okay,
Okay.
louder than those women. Okay, certainly
Hmm.
no such cry and lamentation were made by ladies at Troy's desolation when Pyrrhus, with his terrible sword, had taken King Priam by the beard and slain him. This is what Aeneid tells to us. Okay, as made then all those hens in one chorus. When they had caught a sight of Chanticleer. Okay,
Hmm.
that is, all the hens, all the seven hens joined together and made a chorus, loud chorus. And the noise made by the hens was louder than all the ladies together joined and cried during the fall of Troy. Okay.
Okay.
When they all joined together and they cried when they caught the sight of Chanticleer. This Chanticleer, it has closed its eyes and it is crowing like anything, and the fox was about to grab its neck and kill. Isn't
Hmm.
it? So after making this loud noise, it will escape.
Hmm.
When they had seen of Chanticleer the sight, that is when they had caught a sight of Chanticleer. But sovereignly Dame Bertilote, okay, but fair Dame Bertilote,
Dame means
aside
fair.
Dame,
Dame means?
Dame is a woman, okay, Dame is
Okay.
woman. In olden days, high rank will be there now.
Okay.
Wife of knight, wife of rich man is addressed as Dame.
Okay.
So, but the fair Dame Bertilote. Bertilote is a hen, but it is all a personification. Okay, she's called as women.
Okay.
Yeah. But fair Dame Bertilote assailed the year, attacked. Okay, assail is attack
Okay.
the year for louder than did Hasdrub's good wife.
Okay.
Okay, far louder than did Hasdrub, Hasdrubal, apostrophe S, good wife,
Okay.
when that her husband bold has lost his life. When that her husband had lost his life. So this fair dame, she fair Pertilote attacked. Okay, she made a cry, sharp cry that was louder than half Drubble's good wife cried when her husband lost, when her husband died.
Okay.
So can you tell me what is discussed so far in today's class?
Yes, so they are just talking about the possibilities of that painful scene
Yes, of
if
course, yes.
the Chanticleer had would have died.
Yes. So it starts with, the destiny cannot be denied,
Yes.
isn't it? Luckily, Chanticleer, a destiny cannot be denied. Luckily, Chanticleer flew from the beams. Chanticleer is escaped. Okay. And most of this time, Chanticleer engages in serving goddess Venus. Okay. It has
Okay.
some sort of delight in service. But what happened, here, the death of Chanticleer arouses some sort of, if Chanticleer is no more, the pain that arouses in the hens were discussed deeply, isn't it? And it is compared, right? How they cry,
Right.
yeah, how they cry, their fear, their pain, their loss is described, isn't it? Historical examples are given to describe the loss, to describe the pain that Pertilote and the other hens could have felt if Chanticleer is no more,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
So this Pertilote is asking, though her husband mostly engages in serving the goddess Venus, why he was put into such a bad situation on that particular Friday, isn't it? She's saying that this master, Goffred, has sung a sad song when King Richard lost his life. Same way, the ladies, all the ladies at Troy, together they cried and they expressed their lamentation when the Troy was fallen. Okay. When the old king Priam was controlled by Achilles. Okay, a lot of cry and lamentation were expressed. So this hence, all together they joined and sang in one chorus. They made a chorus that was louder than the noise made by all the women, ladies in the Troy.
Okay.
So especially this Dame Pertilote, women, she made a louder cry that was far louder than Hasdrubal's good wife cried when her husband lost her life.
Okay.
Lost his life. And that the Romans had burned Carthage. Burned is burned, okay.
Okay.
What is meant by Carthage? Recently, I
Cart-
read a
Yes,
passage.
yes. Cartage means cart, carrying a cart.
Oh no, Carthage is a place, okay.
Okay.
Carthaginians. Carthage, the people live in Carthage is called Carthaginians.
Okay.
Phoenicians they are called as Phoenicians. These people
Okay.
in Carthage, they had war. Okay, thrice they took a war. First time, Carthage becomes very rich and prosperous in the first two wars. And the third war was against Romans. Romans invaded Carthage.
Okay.
And all the, all the benefits. There was a writer who wrote a big book regarding agriculture in Phoenician language. Okay.
Right.
Carthage is a place. Romans invaded Carthage. Carthage was rich and prosperous. Romans, Romans invaded Carthage and they built a big city. Rome is a big city. Same way, they built a big city in Carthage. This place was very good at education. Industrial development was there. So everything, libraries were there.
Okay.
You know what they did? What Romans did, they destroyed this Phoenician language completely. That was present in Carthage. Carthaginians, they destroyed the identity of Carthaginians.
Right.
Okay, that is all about Carthage.
And
Roman legionaries burned Carthage.
Okay.
Okay, legionaries is regiment, we say now.
Yes.
Army, regiment. So, and Roman legionaries burned Carthage.
Yes.
So, Romans burned Carthage. And that the Romans had burned Carthage. Oh, I think it is. No. She was so full of torment and rage. Okay, she was so full of anger then that willfully to fire and did start voluntarily into fire and did start and burned herself with a steadfast heart. Okay, she is full of worries. Actually, Carthage, I told you it was a prosperous land, but Romans, they destroyed her.
Right.
And yeah, but her fall is recorded in a good way. See, for she was so full of torment and rage, she voluntarily to a fire did start and burned herself there with a steadfast heart. So it is believed that she burned, that is Carthage burned on its own. It is destroyed on its own willingness. O woeful hence, right to cry ye. And you, O woeful hence is worried hence, just so you cried, as when that Nero burned the city. Okay. Nero is ancient Roman emperor.
Okay.
Okay. Like the worried hens cried same way in the olden days when Nero, the great ancient emperor of Rome, burned Carthage. Even those people in Carthage, they cried. See, why these many comparisons, isn't it? Exaggerated. See how dreams were exaggerated. Same way, the loss of the hints were exaggerated.
Right.
Okay. Woeful is sorrowful hence. And woeful hence, right so cried ye. And you, woeful hence, just so you cried.
Okay.
As when that Nero burned the city, as when Nero is ancient Roman emperor, burned the city.
Right.
Of Rome and wept the senators' wives. Senators' wives, they all cried.
Okay.
For that, their husband lost all their lives. Okay, after the death of their husbands, senators' wives, they cried a lot.
Okay.
With thought and guilt, that this Nero had him slain. For thought not guilty, Nero had them slain. This ancient Roman emperor, without any guilty, he killed Carthage senators. Now all I turn to my tale again. Now I will turn back to
Ma'am,
my tale again.
without in guilt, this narrow hath him slain means?
You know, without any guilty. See,
Okay.
how can he slain the senators without any guilty? He just killed all the senators.
Okay.
So they were all crying. Wife of senators were all crying.
Okay. Got it.
So now I turn back to my tale again. So now the priest John, you know, he's saying that let me get back to the story again.
Okay.
So many exaggerations
Yes.
about the loss, the pain,
Right.
the way the pain is felt, how it is affecting, how here the loss is given a lot of importance, isn't it? A lot of comparison is made.
Yes.
Say, this Troy, you know, all the ladies in the Troy joined together and they cried. You know, their cry is less. This Bertilot and other hens joined together and made a chorus when Chanticleer was in danger.
Right.
So about Nero, Roman Emperor, Carthage. Recently, I read about Carthage. You know, it was so good.
Right.
After reading, I felt, you know, it was so beautifully said. One particular sentence I liked a lot. Carthage became prosperous after the first war. She became rich after first war, prosperous after second war, and completely gone after the third war.
Okay.
That is completely lost after the third war to Romans. Then the Romans will establish their city. Rome is a big city, isn't it?
Yes.
Same way, this Romans, you know, they established a city in Carthage, where Carthaginians, those people who belong to Carthage, were, you know, were all no more,
Okay.
suppressed. The works, literary works, art, craft, everything that belongs to Phoenicians, people of Carthage is called Phoenicians. They have written a lot of books and so many things were there. They have
Okay.
demolished everything. So one book that was written by Martyr or some name that starts with M, based on agriculture. It was translated in many languages. Even it was translated in Roman also.
Okay.
Originally, it was in Phoenician. It was later it was translated in Roman. But still, then everything was, even the Roman copy was also destroyed. So after some time, you know, nothing was left that
Okay.
belongs to Carthage or Phoenicians. Hardly one or two names were ridiculously used by Roman writers.
Okay.
Okay, the names of goddess or some names of the people were ridiculously used by a dramatist playwright. Okay, it was
Okay.
completely abolished.
Okay.
So, shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
So, all the inhabitants of the yard go after the fox. Okay, so we are going to discuss about this particular point. All the inhabitants of the yard go after the fox. This simple widow and also her daughters too. Okay, this simple widow and her daughters too. The SCLY is simple widow,
Yes.
and she has two daughters. Heard this hens cry. Heard the cry of these hens and make woe and make so great fuss You know, it is an expression. WO is an expression.
Yes.
And out at doors stir they anon, and out of the doors they started on. Okay, straight away they started to run.
Right.
And say the fox toward the grove gone, and saw the fox into the grooves, into the forest. Okay.
Yes.
Just now the forest have gone into the forest. Fox have gone into the forest.
Okay.
And bar upon his back the cock away. Bearing upon his back the cock away.
And bear the cock with him.
Bearing upon his back the
Yes.
cock away. So the cock is
Yes.
separated. The cock is escaped. Okay, it is
Okay.
bearing, it is tolerating the cock, the escaping of the cock, and it has gone into the forest. Okay, ha ha, the fox, and after him they ran. Okay, they all cried. Oh, sorry, and cried out harrow and well away. And then they cried. Okay, they cried, alas, they said. Ha ha is, oh, oh, the fox. And after him they ran. And each
Okay.
with many other men. Okay, and after them with staves, that is wooden post, wooden stick. Many men went.
Yes.
Ran Call our dog and Talbot and Gerland. You know, so they ran Call, name of a person, our dog, ran Talbot and Garland. So many people started running, and Malkin
Okay.
with a distaff in her hand. Distaff is nothing but a tool.
Yes.
Okay, that is used to spin fibers.
Okay. Okay.
Ran cow and
Ma'am, just a minute.
yes.
Wait a minute. I'll be back.
Okay, okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So from 610, you know, it is the simple widow. The widow and her daughters, after hearing the loud cry of hens, they ran into the grooves. Isn't it? They ran into the grove, and there they saw a fox getting disappeared in the forest. Okay, they all cried, oh, it's a fox. Okay, so not only the wife and widow and not only the widow and her daughters, even many men followed them with sticks, weapons in their hand. Isn't it?
Okay.
So ran Call, our dog ran Talbot and Garland. And Malkin with a distaff in her hand. So Malkin is a woman, isn't it?
Okay.
Malkin, Malkin is a woman with distaff, some tools in her hand. She is also running. Ran cow and calf
Right.
and also the very hogs, dogs. Hog is dogs, okay. So cow,
Hogs is dogs.
calf, yes. So cow, calf, hogs, so many things. Even the human beings, women, they all ran. So they furred by barking of the dogs. So were they scared by barking of the dogs.
Okay. They were scared.
So were they scared by barking of dogs. So, they were all scaring. They are all making a loud noise so that the fox may be scared. And shouting men and women all did make. They ran so them thought her heart break. They all ran so they thought their heart would break.
Okay.
They yelled as fiends. Fiends as enemies do down
Wait,
in
wait,
the
wait.
hell.
Yeldon means?
Elden is eld. Y-E-L-L-E-D. That is
Okay.
shouted.
Chikna. Yes.
So they all yelled as enemies in the hell.
Okay.
The ducks, D-U-C-K, D-O-K-E-S, ducks.
Wait, wait, wait. Ducks.
They cried as at the butcher fell.
As?
As at the butcher fell. That is,
Means?
when they were all caught by the butcher. Okay, who will kill
Didn't get
the
it.
duck? Yes.
I didn't get the meaning of this.
Wait, actually, they saw the fox that is disappearing in the
Right.
forest. So,
Right.
so everybody, the human beings, many human beings were there.
Yes.
A few people, they carried wooden post and even distaff they were carrying, and they were making a loud noise. Even the cow, calf, and the very hogs, everything were running. Okay,
Okay.
the men and women, they are shouting like anything. Okay,
Right.
men and women all did make, that is, they were all shouting when they were running, as if their heart would break. That much loud noise they are breaking. Okay, they yelled as fiends do in the hell. They were shouting like enemies. Okay, enemy, how the enemy shout in the hell.